I got a gun I am probably most excited to review out of all the little reviews that I do. Alright. I was shooting Steel Challenge and USPSA, and I wanted to upgrade from a Glock to something affordable and, you know, something I didn't have to put a lot of money into to compete with, you know, everybody else. I wanted an equalizer. So I found the equalizer and took it out and shot it this weekend. It's mind-boggling to me how this gun is not selling for a lot more money. This is the Canik Tp9sfx. For the money, I don't think any other gun out there comes with more features than this. Let me get a little closer. Alright, so let's start at the top. It's a Canik Tp9sfx. The internals and the takedown are just like a Glock, so it's nothing unfamiliar to you Glock guys. Front, fiber optic sight. See if we can see that. It is locked and cleared, by the way, for you. Rear warners, not adjustable, nothing major, don't really need to. Shoot straight, you know, from the fucking factory. Trigger, from what I've seen in other reviews and from what it feels like, is about 3.5 to 4 pounds. And the reset is so short. I found myself, well, shooting double tapping accidentally. So the reset is something to get used to if you're going from a Glock or an XD, because it is real short and real light. Interchangeable back straps, comes with 2. This is the one that came with the gun, came on the gun. The hammerless striker fire. It's a 9x19. The mags it comes with are 18 plus 2. The big weighted metal base pads it comes with, weighted metal, not plastic, give it a plus 2. So it's the same mag as the other 18 round, but it comes with an extended base pad. What really got me excited about this was the rear sight section here. 2 screws, remove it. It comes with 4 different adapter plates for optics. Check that out. This will just drop on. There's a list in the owner's manual of which optic go with that. Which optics go with which plate. Dude, it's a wonderful little kit. I have noticed that people are running these with optics that are not on the list. So buyer beware on that one. But definitely all the optics in the owner's manual on the list do fit with those plates. Today, actually, a buddy of mine at work gave me a primary arms green dot reflex sight. And also with this adapter plate, this primary arms was not on the list of things that would work with this. But hey, the plate works just fine. I'm going to fasten it on next. I wanted to check it, make sure the battery was good. Also, it comes with a sweet ass little speed cocker handle. Screws right into the side. Comes with 1 speed cocker handle, 4 plates, and like I said, your whole list of optics that go with the 4 different plates. Primary arms was not on the list, but hey, it fits just fine. So, take 2 screws out and you can switch out. Otherwise, as it sits right now, I want to say you can run it in production optic, production gun, production optic, or limited, minor, or open with an optic. I have not found any accessories for these things yet. What else we got? 3 different, let's see if you can see this. That is the longest slide release it comes with. It comes with 3 different ones, small, medium, large. This is the long. It really gets out there. I don't like to change my grip angle when I'm reloading on the range, so there you go. They've already got that covered too. One problem I had with the Glock slide release. It's a little skinny for me. Even though you've got friction, it's not a problem, and normally if you slap it in there hard enough, it'll you know, slide forward on its own. Comes with an extended or removable tab on your extended slide release. Takes down just like a Glock. Like I said, you've got your standard, instead of the 2 metal things you really got to kind of down. These are big knurled blocks. See? Big old knurled blocks. Just pull it down. Let's see. Well, just make sure. Pull it down. Just like a Glock. The internals are, ooh, dirty. Ooh. Gotta clean it. Very similar. When you get your own, you can get a little closer look. I'm just going to give you a brief. That's the end of that. Internals are very much like a Glock. Comes with a flat wire spring and a steel guide rod. Yeah, steel guide rod. I'll take a second look there. Steel guide rod, but I have heard people say the guide rod springs are so heavy, and I noticed this within the first 50 shots. I started to get some stovepipes on factory Winchester white box and heavy, like fast moving 9mm that I loaded myself. So I was talking to a dude on the range who approached me who just ordered the same damn gun, and he said it's recommended that at nighttime, if you noticed you were stovepiping often, you're going to rack it, lock the slide back, and store it that way. Take it back out the next day and see if it lightened up a little bit. Makes sense. The resting position would be affected. I can see that. I like these big slide serrations they did here and here, of course. The porting in the front is cool, but also they did porting on the bottom. You've got a nice little weaver rail at the bottom. The knurling on the grip doesn't bother me because the gun is so easy to handle. I don't need extra knurling on this. I was hoping for a mag shoot or something a little more funneled, but hey, at the same time, just like in previous videos, you get what you pay for. And I paid out the door, tax, tag, license, title, every fucking thing out of the store. Walk in, bought it that day, $550. You can get them on Gun Broker. I've seen them for down around $399 starting bid. They always end up going for around $500. Comes with 2 mags, a weird holster that I really don't like. It's pretty much a Black Hawk, bore brush, owner's manual, and all the little accessories you could want. For the money, I don't think you can beat this gun. It shot so well. Follow-up shots were on target. My last competition, and the only competition I've shot with this gun so far, has been a steel challenge, and I knocked off at least second and a half on most, actually all of the courses. We shot 7 over the weekend. It was May 18th at MSSA. June 18th, MSSA. And a whole lot of fun, man. I'm looking forward to the USPSA this weekend. We're going to find out and see just how fast this thing will run. It'll probably outrun me. That's fine. Getting older, I ain't moving that fast. Wonderful gun. The stovepipes went away. Never had any problems after 100 rounds. I only had 3 stovepipes. I put the first 50 rounds through it at a Range USA here in Memphis, just to get a feel for the gun, get a feel for the reset. Worked just fine, had no issues there. And I was expecting a couple stovepipes because I watched previous videos. So, you know, $450, what are you really expecting? So, I had 2 or 3 at the indoor range, and I had maybe 2 the first 50 rounds I shot over the weekend. After that, nothing. It was flawless, and it only felt better every time. Other than that, man, I think you got to get one and really figure it out for yourself, because this is a gun for the amount that you can kind of risk and probably sell it and get at least $400 back. If you want to take a little bit more of a hit, you'll get rid of it quick on Gun Broker Arms List for $350. But I don't see why you would. This thing is wonderful, and I do see a market for this for us cheap bastards that are shooting USPSA and IDPA and Steel Challenge. Like I said, we're going to put it to the test this weekend and see how it does in the open class. I'm trying to think of anything that I missed. Oh, no safety. It's just like a Glock. No back strap, no thumb safety. It's built into the trigger. Number one safety. Yep. It's pretty wonderful. I was really impressed with this gun. Yeah, and I don't think you can really go wrong with it, because I borrowed my coworker and my buddies XD, the new XD 5 1/4 that came out, or whatever the fuck they're calling it. I wasn't impressed because a lesser gun can outperform it. And I'm more comfortable with other things rather than XDs. I love my XDs, but I'm more comfortable with other things now, and I was really unimpressed with it. For an out-of-the-box match gun, okay, yeah, I definitely recommend it, because XD, they stand behind their work, and you're getting a lot for that price. But you can get a lot for less by just shopping a little bit more, instead of going and saying, hey, what is everybody else buying? Glock 34 MOS, you would have to put at least trigger and a red dot to keep up with this gun. I mean, and it's going to be half the price. To just take this thing out of the box and go shoot a competition with it, you don't have to do anything to it. The Glock 34 MOS is going to be, the 34L is going to be about the closest comparison at twice the price that I can think of. The XD, I wish it cost less, I really do. I think it needs a little bit of work. I was shooting a Glock 22 and a Glock 19. I still like them, but now I got a new toy, and this thing is fucking wonderful. If you don't have one, spend the money, go ahead and get it. The next toy, it's already in layaway, because I'm cheap and I layaway stuff. Chris Vector 10mm, the new gen. Got an awesome price on it. If you're in the Memphis area, go see Chance at Classic Arms in Cordova. It's inside Memphis city limits. They're good people. He will hook you up, dude. I've been dealing with him for years. He's a vet, and it's his place. So go fucking check him out. Support your local businesses, man. Stop buying on all your shit online, just save a couple bucks. So when you got to return it, sucks having to deal with a computer, because they can tell you no when they're not face to face. Take a gun back to a gun shop, it's kind of hard to tell you no. Anyways, take it easy, guys. Do a couple more reviews in the future, because I got some backed up videos, but hey, life happens, dude. If you have any questions, comments, leave them down below, dude.